Instagram page that has 4 followers and they're following 2 people and it's not complete, and the link here that goes to their website isn't even a valid link. What is going on, guys? So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to get a higher success rate when it comes to gaining new clients. So instead of doing the typical door-to-door thing, which we've already gone over and we've seen how that works, now I want to get more into those people who aren't that type of person to go out door-to-door, who maybe is a little bit better on the computer side of things and not so much on the going out and talking kind of side of things. So what we're going to do today is figure out how to get a client and almost have a guarantee that they are going to become your client. Okay, so what we're going to use is simply Google Maps today to just search up local restaurant, so that way we can find a base of who we want to target. So if your niche group is restaurants, then you would utilize this to be able to find out what restaurants are in your area. So obviously Google Maps is going to go by your location. So in a town fairly close to me, we've got a bunch of little restaurants here. So we're just going to choose one. And the reason I don't really like doing ones too close is because they might not have a website, since I do live in a very small town. But we'll choose this one here because it's got some good ratings, and I know that's a fairly well done restaurant. So Google automatically gives you a lot of information. So you're going to see right away if they have a website that's linked to their Google page, if they have their phone number, along with what time they open at. And if they don't have this, that's one thing that you're going to start with. So you're going to start jotting down all these things. So first thing to look for is, do they have their website on there? Do they have their phone number on there? Along with, do they have their hours of operation? You're then going to be able to look at reviews as well, so you can tell if you want to take on this client. You obviously never want to take on a client that has shitty reviews, just because it's not worth it for you. Your job is to promote their social media of a good company, not to promote social media of somebody who has a business that's already going under. So I see on here that they do have some sort of a menu on a website. So it's called cedarkitchen.org/menu. So they've got their menu going on here. So we're going to take a look at their webpage. So it's fairly simple. Like, again, restaurants don't really need much, so it's just simple. It just has a very simple. It looks like it was made off like Squarespace or something like that from the looks of it. Somebody just threw it together. So you've got the owner information on here, which actually isn't complete. So you just have the name, and then, as you can see, not applicable underneath here. So then you have your hours of operation. So what you can do is take, it was actually made, you can tell up on the logo up on the top left hand corner here that it was made with Squarespace. So they didn't actually change around their little logo in the corner to make it their logo. Instead, it's simply just the Squarespace logo. So this was very clearly made on Squarespace. That's something you could bring up. So if I was doing this, so what I would write down is that it was, so far I've seen that there was some, at the bottom here, some missing information. Under owner, it doesn't have a little bio or anything about the owner. It just says, it's very simple, but look at this, like as you can see here, I've skipped right over this, but a brief description about the restaurant goes here. So the website's not even done. They haven't even completed the website, and it's live right now, and this is a restaurant that's actually fairly big in this town. I know that they're always sold out. I mean, all the seats are always taken every weekend. So the fact that on there it's not even completed, the website's not done, it has a little thing about the staff, and then nothing's really done here. So they've started something, but they never finished it. So right there, I'm going to write all that information down. I'm going to take screenshots of each one if I were to actually be doing this. So I would take some screenshots, show them, okay, this wasn't done, there's information missing, I could get this all put together for you. And then what we're going to do is take their URL here. Actually, let's go here. So we're going to take the URL and we're going to put it into a speed test as well. Obviously, this isn't done, so it's probably not going to come out that much. So you can use Google, which will actually give you a speed test. As you can see, this got a horrible review on here, 19 out of 100, and then on mobile it was 36 out of 100. So there is a bunch of stuff that needs to be fixed on here to be able to actually be a more productive working website, especially on mobile. And mobile is going to be huge because somebody's going to look up a place to eat more than likely on their phone. Not very often is somebody going to be sitting on their computer and looking it up. They're probably just going to be on the go on their phone, say, hey, where do you want to eat, and look it up. So this is something that I would then take as well. Just you can add this link, or what's better off is honestly showing them this. Giving them this exact screenshot right here. They're gonna see a little picture of their website on a phone. They're gonna see 19 out of 100, and they're gonna know right away, oh, like that's not good. Like that's very clear. It's very visual. You can see. So you're gonna take this. You're gonna screenshot it as well. If you want to get more in depth, I'm not gonna do this for this website, but you could go into SEMrush, and I should have done Canada there, and you could actually look up where their information is coming from, get a better idea. But obviously I didn't click Canada there, and this is a fairly low website, so I don't know if I'd actually get much information. But SEMrush is a tool you can use to be able to more deeply analyze their web traffic, where people are coming from, backlink wise and all that. So then we're going to go on to Instagram, and we're going to look up the Cedar Kitchen. So it looks like they've created an Instagram page but never actually did anything about it. So I'm going to go ahead and screenshot this as well. So far we've took a screenshot of the issues that are on their website, the information that Google gave us on the website speed, and then their Instagram page that has 4 followers and they're following 2 people and it's not complete, and the link here that goes to their website isn't even a valid link. So right there's a bunch of information that right off the bat you're gonna be able to show them and say, look at all this stuff, like I can help you. So then we're gonna go on to Facebook, and we're gonna look them up. This is it right here. So so this is the website, and for a place that's actually a really good restaurant, it's quite surprising that their Facebook page is like this. Like this background picture here isn't a very high quality photo. Their profile picture isn't super high quality or really relevant. So there's a bunch of stuff on here that I would want to change right off the bat. Looking over onto the side information, it does have a link to their website, but it was a .org website if you guys remember. So let's click on this link to see if this works. So this took us to a totally different website. This I don't think actually has to do with their business. I think this is actually something totally different because I've never seen this logo or anything to have to do with this. So that alone is, that's a link that doesn't even go to their right area. This has to do with kitchen remodeling. So there's a bunch of information that I just got just from Googling it, and that took me no time at all. So I'm going to put all this information together. I'm not even going to bother going into Twitter because I highly doubt that they even use Twitter at all. So then what I'm able to do is go on to something like Fanpage Karma, or there's also, what's the second one I was using here? I go on to Like Analyzer. So Like Analyzer is going to give you an idea of how their page is doing. So what I'll do is I'll take the link from Facebook, and I'll put it into Like Analyzer. So it right here is going to give you a bunch of recommendations, which you should take into consideration. It's got a bunch of, it'll give you the page performance, the average likes. It'll give you a ton of information that is going to allow you guys to really understand. So it has even a similar brands area where it's showing people that are like their restaurant, that are similar in the sense, and it'll show them where they're ranked compared to them. So you can even see posts by fans. There was no messages last month. Like it even tells you right here. I'll say it tells you little tips about what you can do to improve it. Post per week, let's say 0.08 posts per week. So that's not a very good ratio. You should be posting at least once a day on your Facebook page. So this is going to give you a bunch of information that you can show them as well. You can even add in the recommendations. You can show them all these things and say, listen, that's when you give them the spiel. So put all this information together into whether it could be a full-blown presentation using PowerPoint if you really want to, or it could be something simple as some email attachments, but I would make it very presentable and very easy. Take this information, and the reason I was saying screenshots is because it's visual. It shows them exactly what you're talking about. It's not just you typing out a bunch of things, because nobody wants to read that. If they see their website and their logo, what I would even do is make the email header a custom email header that says, whatever it is, if it's a free business audit or whatever you want to call it that you're messaging them about, say, have their logo on it and a picture of their food or a picture of nice food that you found online and a higher quality photo, something that you would use as like a banner photo on their Facebook feed. Have it very nice, put it together, and then add all the information down below. So you could do it again in a PowerPoint presentation where you say, this is what I found on here, this is what was wrong, and just in the email type it out and say, hey, I found all this information, I just want to share it to you. Here's the attachment of what I found, here's a presentation, I just want to tell you now this is everything that's wrong with it, and if you're thinking about wanting to fix it, let me know. I personally, it's really up to you. You can try to test around with this. It's not about, don't even mention the price for one. Never mention it. Don't even bring up how much you want to charge them. Just say, this is what I do. I do this for a living and I would like to help you guys. If you would be interested, you can contact me below. I'd be really happy to get into touch. And most of the time they're going to see all those things and be like, yeah, no, I probably need to do something about that. They might ignore it. And if they do ignore it, there's nothing wrong with giving them a call, following up with the email you sent them, or whatever. So actually right here, one thing I did notice I didn't go over is that we couldn't even find, from what I saw on here at least, any email to email them at. So we've got phone numbers down below. We'll go over here to contact us and we'll see if we can find a email. We've got Facebook and Instagram, which are both tagged. So I could have done this actually earlier. So again, their tag on Instagram that they go to, just a side note, isn't actually their page. It's simply just the hashtag. If you search it up, it's just a hashtag and photos that other people have posted about that restaurant. So they don't have the contact information on there. They just have where it is and the phone number. So to obtain an email is something that obviously is a hurdle that you might need to you have to go over. So if that's something you have to do, then simply just maybe give them a call and say, hey, I got all this information, I found all these things. You can cold call them and say, I couldn't even find an email that I wanted to send you. I just want to send you this quick email that says like everything I did. Can I just grab your email address? I just want to send it over to you. Or if you don't want to do any of that, you can simply send them a message through their Facebook page. If their Facebook page is actually in use, send them a message through their Facebook page and say, hey, this is what I found. You can send them like a Google Drive link, something. Get it to them somehow through one of their social media, or give them a call and talk to them directly. There's a few ways you can go about it, and it's all about your strengths and weaknesses. People always ask me like, hey, what do you find best? Do you find going door to door best? Do you find doing this best? It depends. If you're the type of person who's like, you know what your niche is and you know what you want to do, and you're like, I just want restaurants, I know exactly what I'm going to do, and you're very analytical about it, and you're not good at talking in person, then just do this. Just put all this information together and send it off, because it's a lot easier than going door to door and wasting your time talking to people who might not even qualify. This is figuring out if they qualify, and you just found right here, this was a totally random, I didn't look this up before we started this. This is totally a random restaurant, and we just saw a bunch of information, a bunch of stuff that needs to be done to their website, and a bunch of stuff that needs to be fixed. So I could easily go and contact them. They're 10 minutes away from me, actually. Not, well, a little bit more than that, like 15 minutes away. I could simply go there and say, hey, look at everything I found if I wanted to. And that way, I would be able to get a much higher success rate at gaining that client. So the whole point of this video was to show you guys how to get a higher success rate when it comes to your clients. So guys, I hope this helped you out. If you guys have any questions, as always, leave them down in the comment section below. I truly try to get back to as many of you as I can. It's getting harder and harder as we have grown by about 1,000 subscribers a week. So it's becoming bigger than what I'd ever imagined. So I truly appreciate all you guys who have contacted me. I've had phone calls with, Skype calls with, Instagram, Facebook, all you guys. I truly appreciate you guys reaching out to me. And don't think I forgot, right here is the winner of last week's shout out contest. If you guys would also like a shout out, make sure you're following him along with my accounts, and that'll give you guys entered to win a chance of being promoted next week on one of our videos. So again, guys, I really appreciate you guys reaching out to me. If you want to contact me personally, you can check out my Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. Snapchat and Instagram are the two main ones that I really post on, and I really enjoy getting videos from you guys. You guys have been sending me great content about who you are and what you do, and I truly appreciate it, and how I've also, obviously, how I've helped you, and I can't thank you guys enough for that. As always, guys, thank you for watching.